Hey everyone, welcome back to the best US Mint News channel on YouTube. I'm sonofasilverstacker. Today's date is the 19th of May 2025, and in this video, well, we found another product from the United States Mint's 2025 product schedule that's being right-sized. And what is right-sized? Well, that's basically, I believe, when the United States Mint has a particular product that they're going to sell for, let's say, 2025, and they don't want to have as many of those bad boys sitting on the shelf collecting dust as they did in the prior years, right? Well, what they're going to do is they're going to reduce the amount of the stated product limit to the amount of sales that they sold last year, or they're going to take an average of maybe 4 or 5 years of sales, and then they're going to get their total for the stated product limit. It's really interesting, folks. And like I said, for many videos, the Mint is at a crossroads. They don't make money, a whole lot of money on their numismatic products. They make money on their bullion products, and they make their money on their seigniorage products. And we know the seigniorage is getting pretty lean when it comes to the Lincoln cent and the Jefferson nickel. We know that the president has stated that the Lincoln cent is gonzo. They want to get rid of that one, even though it takes legislative action to actually really get rid of it officially. However, they can just order the Secretary of the Treasury to go, hey, don't make any more of those, and then that's a done deal. Now, how long will that last? Well, maybe until the end of this administration. But after that, did a video just here that talks about how this Treasury Secretary is going to change the metal composition on our Jefferson nickel. Yeah, it's getting debased. There you go. I mean, I don't think it was ever silver unless it was World War II, correct? So first time it's been debased. Right, now let's keep on keeping on. This is a really cool show, and I'm glad you're here, so thanks for hanging out. Now let's keep on keeping on. All right. MoneyMetalscom says that gold is up $38.10 to $32.54.85. Silver up 25 cents to $32.75. Platinum up $4.20 to $1,013.95. And palladium up $3.15 to $998.30. Is that parity? It's close enough, I guess. Now, over here, you're looking at it. Well, that's Dr. Copper, rather. He's up 2 cents to $4.61 a pound. Now you're looking at it in stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $6.59 for quantity 1 through 39. They got you paying $39.34. Now the buyback, the sell to them price is $33.70, and look at that, $33.70. Yeah, that's a little bit over $32.72. Next up, bingo. United States Mint's product page for 2025. Now we talked about the uncirculated silver coin right here. How the mintage has been dropped down to 90,000. And what's interesting, we will be doing a live stream tomorrow for this particular product. And look, there may be only 9,000 of these coins available on drop day. Maybe the rest of them have been spoken for on subscription. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're definitely going to be hanging out watching this. And the household order limit on this one is 10. And now what's interesting, folks, if you go to the American Eagle for 2022, stated product limit on that bad boy was 160,000, and it is still available, as is the 2023. Now, with that product limit of 90,000, I think this is going to be sold out before the 2022 and the 2023 easily. Now, let's go to coinnews.net. There's an article by Mike Unser I wanted to show you, and it kind of explains what's going on here. And thank goodness there is coinnews.net. They compile all this data and put it in these nice charts that we can understand. All right, this was from May 14, 2025. By Mike Unser. Now, the title of this one is U.S. Mint Sales, New Kennedy Halves, and Gold Buffalo. Enter the chart. So let's go to Control F, uncirculated. So that's the gold. We want uncirculated silver. So here we go. Last year, and these are sales totals from last year, right? Look at this. 94,058. Last week, they sold 38 of those bad boys. And they made how many? Yeah, for 2024, way too many. How many? Yeah, 160,000 for 2022. And they would probably make that many for 2024 as well. So, yeah, 160,000, do the math. That's what, 50,000, 45,000 left just sitting on the shelf? Yowza! They're going to have to do something with those. Now, what I think is going to happen after the 2025, I think, sells out, they're going to probably take the 2022, 2023, and 2024, what's left, and melt them down. I really believe so. And what's interesting is that 2022 is still available. But look at this. They lost one last week. Yeah, still available. Shiny candy like red button. But nope. Did they sell any? Not one of them. In fact, they had to adjust the sales to -1. I mean, they might have sold one and then they had to, make -2. Who knows? But they're not selling at all. And look at this one. Sold 9 for 2023. That is just piss poor performance, folks. It's got to do something. Now, let's go to the one that I found. This is it right here. This is the 2025 1 ounce gold uncirculated. What? Look at this. Household order limit of 3 and the product limit of 7,500, folks. That is amazing. So let's go to, let's just go to the one from 2024, last year's. Yeah, that had a stated product limit of 13,000. And where we are now is just, a little bit over half. Now, why is that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go to coinnews.net. We're going to look at the uncirculated gold eagles, right? Check this out. This is fantastic. So look at this. For 2024, how many they sell? What? 2,905. Are they still for sale? Right? What? Are they, what's going on? 2,000? And look at this. You may also like any other gold coins? Nope. Yeah, look at that. 2024. I mean, it's 2,009. How many did they make? 13,000? No, they're not going to sell that many, folks. So I believe what they've done, and here I've done it for you. I've done the math. So I've added up the 2019 all the way through 2023, and I divided by 5, and I got 7,332, and that almost matches the stated product limit of 7,500 for this 1 ounce. I mean, they obviously have, bumped it up by about 168 or so, but really it almost matches that total exactly. I mean, come on. So that begs the question, folks, what else on the United States Mint website is going to be right-sized? It's just, it's going to be really interesting. I definitely think because we're seeing a limited run for the American Silver Eagles, not necessarily that West Point proof that came out in February, because I don't think that they had a clear understanding of what was going on or what the actions they needed to take were. But now they have, and because of that, we're going to see limited mintages for the remainder of the year. Look at this one here. This is the 25 APM. We understand this could mean 25 Army Privy Mark. We're not sure. But this is the 250th anniversary of the United States Army American Eagle 1 ounce silver proof. So what's the mintage going to be on that one? 50,000? If it is 50,000 and it is a privy marked coin, it will be more expensive than the V75, clearly. And the same goes for the other items as well. And is the same true for the American Eagle out of San Francisco, California? Let's see the subscription here. Yeah, product, they haven't even clowned with that yet, but I do believe they may. It says product limit, mintage limit, none. But let's go ahead and check out coinnews.net and look at the sales for the San Francisco proof, okay? Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. There's uncirculated silver eagles. Here's proof and reverse proof silver eagles. Now, San Francisco proof eagle sold 121,000. So if they right-size that one, I would say 125,000. Let's go to the other one here, 183 to 121. The other one, that's a bulk 2022. You're looking at 199. Yeah, down and to the right is what we're looking at here for these mintages. Stated product limit for that San Francisco proof, I would definitely think that they're going to right size that one as well. Probably, like I said, probably 100,000 even, Steven. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wow. Anyway, I've yammered for way too long. Let's go to the plus ones. Oh, and by the way, so I looked up the 2025 West Point 1 ounce American Gold Eagle uncirculated in mid-state 70, and I have the worst time finding bullion, the difference between bullion and uncirculated, like you wouldn't believe. No exact match is found, and this is a W inside parentheses, which typically means it's bullion, right? But then I looked at a couple of the other ones, and it didn't have that West Point in a parentheses, and it didn't have the mint mark on there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just keep on keeping on. I've had the toughest time with eBay lately. I think my brain's fading or something. Now let's go over here to the plus ones. This is Psalm 120, number 7. It says, I am peace, but when I speak, they are for war. Can you think of a time, maybe now, where somebody's wanting peace and everybody's like, no peace. No, you're weak. You're vulnerable. What are you trying to do? Yeah, well, just stop fighting. I think that's what the main thing is. Now that it says here, they shout for war because they view the Lord's appeal for peace as a sign of weakness and vulnerability. Now, maybe somebody asking for peace, maybe they got the word from the Lord above. Hey, might want to stop this madness, right? So, yeah, what's wrong with peace? And I got to say that anything that is dividing us is probably not of the big guy upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not about division. Sorry, not going to do it. Now, let's bounce over here to 395, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Numa. It's a Greek term for spirit. Yeah, Greek. And Yeah, anyway, it's Greek. So this is Numa. It's got lyrics and it's subtitled in Español and English, los dos idiomas. And it's got fear inoculum. And I think that's a made up word, but inoculum is supposed to be inoculated. And fear, well, you get fear, you're inoculated from your fear. What? Yeah, remember that. We're spirit. There you go. Now, before anything, we're spirit, right? Before this physical plane and all that, remember? Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're seeing, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Now, what's not free? It's the membership. It's only $1 bazillion a minute. No, I'm just kidding. It's $1.99 a month. And it gives you access to all the awesome live stream members-only videos. And we come across some amazing content in there. We do use a lot of theories and speculations, but we seem to be, well, on the mark on a lot of it. Why do you ask? Well, because we're not distracted by the material world like this so much as we're able to focus on the finer and fun things in life, right? Yeah, isn't that cool? Now, y'all have a great day. Stacker out.